Hi, welcome to all 4C learning classes, session 6, chapter 3. So, A is to donate to A and AB only. A is to donate to A and AB. And it has to be received from. It should not donate to B and O. In the same way, from what group it has to be taken? Received from. For suppose, if it is received from A is with A antigen and A again it produces B antibody, so it can receive from A. Are you clear with what I am saying? If it is received from A, so it is receiving A antigen, but what produces it? B antibody, so nothing is the worry, so it can receive from A. At the same time, from B, if it is received, B is with B antigen and it produces B antibody, so danger, so it should not receive the blood from B. Then AB is with A antigen and B antigen, it can produce B antibody, so that is also danger. So it should not also receive from the AB. So it should not receive from B and AB. Then if it is received from O, if it is received from O is without antigen, so it can receive. So A and O, it is to be received from. So this is the point to remember. I repeat, the A is the blood group with A antigen on its RBC, B antibody in its blood plasma. Its genotype is IA, and it can donate to A and AB. At the same time, it can receive from from A and O. This is how we can see a tabular form, a table explaining the same. Look at here. We are discussing the same. Phenotype, antigen on RBC, antigen on RBC, antibody on plasma, and genotype. This is what we see. So that is the first criteria. What is it? It is with the A antigen in RBC, B antibody in its blood plasma, IO is the genotype. It can donate to A and AB and it can receive from A and O. Second one, B is the blood group. It is with the B antigen on its RBC, and it is with the what is said to be A antibody, and it is with the IB and IBI. Now let's donation. If B is donated to A, if it is donated to A, B is with the B antigen. At the same time, the donor is A generate B antibodies, so it is danger, so it should not donate to A. Let's go to the B. B is with the B antigen and B produce A antibody, so it can donate to B. It can donate to B. Next, AB, if we see, B is with the B antigen. If donated to AB does not have antibodies, so there is no chance of clumping. So B is to be donated to B and the AB. In the same way, received from, so it can donate to B and AB, so it should not donate to A and O. Why? If B donated to A generate the B antibody, so leads to clump. If it is donated to O, O generates the B antibodies, so danger. So B is to donate to B and AB, do not donate to A and O. At the same time, received from there it has to be received. Pay more attention. You need to concentrate on this, by this. So, B is received from, for suppose, if B received from A, what B producing? A antibody. Is it right or not? Look at here. What the B have a chances? It is producing. So, we are discussing received from. Already we discussed donation. It is when it is donating, we discussed that the clumping mainly, the parameter for the clumping is a donor antigen and recipient the antibody. So here donor B with the B antigen. So B produce the A antibody. So no problem. And AB do not produce antibody. So no problem. Next, received from. Let's see if it is received from A. A is with A antigen. And what it produces? A antibody. So it is danger. So it should not receive from A. Why? A is with A antigen and it produces the A antibody. So it is the danger. Next, let's see from B. B is with the B antigen. And what antibody does it produce? It produces the A antibody. B antigen is what it is receiving and it produces A antibody. So B antigen and A antibody do not clump, so it can receive it from B. Third point, AB. AB antigen. AB blood group is with AB antigen and it produces the A antibody. So as against the A antigen, A antibody will clump. So it is the danger. So it should not receive from AB. It should not receive from A. It should not receive from AB. And the fourth option is O. If it is the O is the recipient. That is, if it is receiving from the O is with no antigen. O is with no antigen. That's the reason why there is a no clumping. But one thing to remind you, what I told you is receiving recipient antigen, donor, recipient antigen, donor antibody are of less importance. Less important. However, the clumping takes place. For suppose, let me give you one example. We are receiving from O. O, does it have antibody A and B? Yes. And the B, for suppose we are taking from O. O is with the A antibody and B antibody. Does it have B antigen? Yes. But this is of least importance. Be careful. This is the point to remember. The donor antibody, recipient antigen are of less important. I am not ruling out that as against the donor antibody, recipient antigen don't clump, but clump. But it is of not of that importance. It is a less importance, less consideration. It can clump, but it is not harmful for the body. Next, AB. AB is with antigen A and antigen B. It is with antigen A and antigen B. And it is nil. Antibodies are nil here. And IA, IB is what the genotype. Next, it can donate to all the A will have B antibody. Let's see. If it is donated to A, donated to AB is with A antigen and B antigen. If it is donated to A, is there a problem of B antibody? As against the B antigen, B antibodies are produced in the recipient. So there is a clumping. So it should not donate to A. Let's go for the B. As against the A antigen, the recipient will produce A antibody. So it should not also donate it to B. And if it is donated to AB, AB do not produce antibodies, so it can donate to only AB. Keep in mind. And if it is donated to O, O is the recipient, AB is the donor. Donor is AB with A and B antigen, and recipient is with both A antibody and B antibody. So clumping is heavy. So it is leading to the clumping agglutination. So it is to be given donated to only AB. And let's see from what blood group it needs to be taken. For suppose, if it is received from A antigen, does it produce antibodies? No. So it can be taken from A. It can be taken received from A. For suppose if it is received from B, if it is received from B, so no antibody production. Next, if it is received from AB also, no antibody production. If it is received from O is without antigens. So it can receive from A, B, AB and O. This is the point to remember. Next, O is the blood group. He is with no RBC on its RBC. No antigen on its RBC. It is without the antigen on its RBC. And it is with antibody. It is with antibody A and antibody B. It is with antibody A and antibody B. Look at here, it is with both antibody A and antibody B. And its genotype is IO. This is how we came across the total number of genotypes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now, does it have antigen? No. So it can donate to A. It can donate to A. Why it doesn't have antigen? And it can donate to B. Why it doesn't have antigen? And it can donate to AB also. It can donate to AB also. Why it doesn't have antigen? The only thing was doesn't have the antigens. And even it can donate to O. So it can donate to A, B, AB and O. And receiving from, for suppose, if it is received from A will have antigen A. Does it produce antibody A? Yes. So it should not receive from A. Let's see from B. B is with the B antigen and produces the B antibody. So it is a clump, agglutination, danger. And if it is received from the AB is with the A antigen and B antigen. And it produces antibody A and antibody B. So danger. So it should not be received from A, B and AB, as all of them are with either A antigen or B antigen, as well as both A and B, against which it produces antibody A alone, antibody B and both. So that's the reason why it should not receive from A, B and AB, and it can receive from only O. So this is a tabular form explains how the importance is the transfusion. So blood transfusion is very, very important. Blood must be tested before being transfused. So if not tested, it can leading to the agglutination and the person may die. So by this what you come to know, A is to donate to A and AB and received from A and O. B is to donate to B and AB and it is to be received from B and O. AB is to be donated to AB only and it can receive from AB, AB and O. So AB is receiving from all the other blood groups. Why? It doesn't have antibodies. That's the reason why we consider AB is considered to be the universal recipient, and we do discuss that the AB positive is to be the recipient. AB positive in the sense, besides this ABO blood grouping system, one more is there, name it to be the RH antigen, or else it is said to be the D antigen. It is said to be the D antigen, RH antigen or D antigen, RH antigen or D antigen. Whoever most of the populations are with the RH antigen, one more antigen. Whoever have mostly, you can calculate, you can estimate, most of the people 90 to 95% or with the RH antigens. So if they have a RH antigen, another antigen, D antigen, they are said to be the AB positive. Basically an abnormality, RH positive and RH negative is what existing in the nature. Those who have RH antigen are RH positive. That is an individual with RH antigens. Besides this AB and AB O, if they have RH antigen, they are positive. If they don't have RH antigen, so they are RH negative. Basically, majority are RH positive and few are RH negative. A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, AB positive, AB negative, O positive, O negative. So AB positive and negative are normal. But while transfusion and pregnancy condition, it what shows an abnormality, there it has to be checked. If positive blood given to donated to the negative individual, it leads to the first baby remain normal, but the second baby is prone for hemolytic disorder of newborn. Erythroblastosis, a condition is seen from second generation and onwards. So during a blood transfusion and pregnancy time, it is abnormality. That's the reason blood is to be tested. If a positive donated to the negative individual will prone for the danger condition, recipient. And then at the same time during the pregnancy, the baby will prone for the abnormality condition, HDNP. That's the reason recipient, if it is positive, why means generally RH antigens are existing in entire the population. But RH antibodies naturally does not exist. So for clumping, what is needed? Similar antigen and similar antibodies. So RH antigens are naturally existing, RH antibodies do not exist. When positive blood given to the negative individual, in negative individual, RH antibodies are produced. I repeat, RH antibodies do not exist naturally. When positive blood given to the negative, RH antibodies are generated. So If this is continued, what happens? Rh antigen and Rh antibodies clump lead to the fatal death. So this is the danger. That's what. So if a recipient is negative, is there a danger or not? HDNB danger is there. That's what it is not to be continued. So what blood group you prefer as a recipient? Is it positive or negative? Positive only. Why? If a donor is negative, negative means no antigen. Rh antigens are not there. Draw more attention. If the recipient is with Rh antigen, generate the Rh antibodies in the recipient. This is a donor and this is the recipient. I repeat, as against the donor antigen only, recipient will generate the antibodies. Is it right? So I said, in the negative, who are not with the Rh antigen, Rh negative individual when exposed on Rh positive blood will produce Rh antibodies. So if Rh positive individual donated the blood, in Rh negative individual Rh antibodies are produced. And this lead to clumping, whereas this is the condition, donor is Rh negative, recipient is Rh positive, no production. Why? Already they are with Rh antigen. Negative individuals only produce the Rh antibodies. So if the recipient is Rh positive, however the donor is positive or negative, no problem. So which one you prefer of all the A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative? A, B positive is the universal recipient. Be careful. A, B positive is the universal recipient. Again I will explain while Rh blood group. Here a clear indication. A positive blood group do not produce the Rh antibodies, so chances of clumping is null. In the same manner, when AB positive is a universal recipient, what about the donor? Same thing. If donor do not have antigen, no chances. O blood group do not have antigen. Come on, look at here. O blood group without antigen. If negative is the donor, if the donor do not have antigen, do the recipient generate the antibodies? No. That's the reason why O negative is the universal donor. Universal donor. This is AB positive is a universal recipient. O negative is the universal donor. As the donor is without antigen, so do not stimulate the production. Neither A antigen is there nor B antigen is there, no Rh antigen. So do not stimulate the production of antibodies. So it can be given to everyone. So O negative, not O. O negative is the universal donor. AB positive is the universal recipient. Thank you.